A study in effective magic. So the power in it. So it's more of a study than it is a practical application. That's why they started letting all that shit out. Don't let them fool you. If this shit was dangerous, the white ball wouldn't let it out. You understand? So the key is to get it into the subconscious, other than the technique. So in the book, I want to read it to you. This book here deals with the subconscious. On page 2, Philip Cooper's book, Magic, A Study in Effective Magic. So you can also use this in the subconscious just for, not just magic as far as trying to blow up something, just for shit that you want to deal with and put energy to it, just whether you're on the job or whatever. Somebody fucking with you, or you want to get another promotion. This magic is supposed to be used for everyday life on that level. So therefore, you use it and you will it, and they got to give it to you. You understand what I'm saying? So he goes into the science and he said, well, let me give you a few exercises at the end just to build a psychic laboratory. So he's not necessarily saying you get into all the ritual and all that stuff. He's saying, we'll just give you these exercises so you can know the power of your own mind. But it says, page 2, the subconscious mind is a powerhouse, which is inside of you. Anytime you enter subconscious, that means melanin. Dreamland. The subconscious mind is a powerhouse. It creates around us all that it believes to be true, according to the instructions we give it. So if you believe that the white man is God, till you get that shit out of your mind, he gonna be God. And your shit gonna be less. Because your subconscious it's a cosmic computer. And it's only gonna deal with what you tell it. So if you don't change your thinking, you don't get it. You get how this shit go. That's how the world is. The melanin is called the shadow, and the shadow is what? A reflection. It's only a reflection of what your conscience gives it. So I told you I bypassed some other damn zodiacs and shit. I told myself, hey, I'm the shit. You see, that's confidence. You see what I'm coming from? So, the subconscious mind is a powerhouse. It creates to you, all around you, what it believes to be true. So whatever it believes to be true, that's what it's going to deal with. According to the instructions you give it, everything around you and everything that has been attracted to you is like a magnet. It is impossible to stop this creation process. Even when you leave the earth, it will continue, it will carry on creating for you and serving you. So that's why I was saying, that's what I'm saying about this libation and all that shit. You got to get on top of that because this is your own subconscious that you deal with. And we are at a war to regain our consciousness. They tell you in doom, what do they tell you in doom? The sleeper must awake. The sleeper must awake. He must take the water of life. The water is called your subconscious. It's called the wave, the ocean. That's Leviathan, your subconscious. So even after you leave, it keeps on serving you. For this purpose, to attract to you all what you need. It does not reason. It just accepts instructions that are believed to be in your best interest. Before it will change its created pattern, it has to conceive the new instructions to be valid. This is where the will and the conscious mind comes into picture. And what this means is, the white boy is giving you his reality, his computer. And no matter how much you quote it and say that the black man is this and the black woman is this and I'm the God is this and I'm all that, until you get it out of the subconscious, you still a goddamn slave. You get where I'm coming from here? Because the subconscious does not reason. It only accepts what you're giving it. And you might be giving your consciousness, giving it all this shit, but you're giving your conscious, your subconscious, the same old bullshit that you grew up with. Well, let's go and see what he says about that. This is an awesome book. Because they got so many books on this magic stuff. But a lot of these people, they're writing this shit because the X-Files is out. So shit, this new age man is hot. So they got to make books to make money. And the Lou Ellen and all these people is telling them, hey, we need people to come in. So they write a whole lot of bullshit. They don't even know what they're talking about. But every now and then you get a person that has studied and he know what the deal is. And he can cut through all the complicated stuff. And that's when a person really knows that he can simplify stuff. So this particular book here is one of the better books out of all that stuff. And at this particular time, it's probably the only one you need on magic because you're trying to deal with the subconscious other than a whole lot of ritual. You see what I'm coming from here? Now, I want to read something to you here. Look, the chapter on the magical mind. Let me see, hold on. The magical mind, page 35. Y'all all right? Yeah. Listen. Okay. Before moving, so he's saying that in actuality, the subconscious has to deal with everything, but what's happening is that somebody done gave you some facts in reality. Now look at this. Before moving to the ultimate power of the subconscious mind, we ought to spend a little time looking at what we call facts. Since your birth, much of what you know has been given to you by someone else. You see, your parents, your teacher, society, television, and so on. You have been given the facts, and your subconscious mind has been acting on these facts ever since. From now on, you must question these facts to say if they are indeed really true, or to see if they, if they are indeed really true, or most important, if they are true for you, because what's the white man's true for him and works for him might not be for you. You see, as I have already mentioned, quite widely known that your character is modeled the first 2 years of your life. From then on, you are set in your ways. Do you remember the idea that I have given in chapter 1 on the traditional lines of thinking? And it goes on to say that basically it's all based on all this particular stuff. And here's one: even if you are not a Christian, as I am not, you still have to conform to Christian ideas of dogma. You see, and now millions of laws that prop up the original 10 commandments. And there are still many things that you cannot do on Sunday. And if you go into court, you are expected to swear oath to a Christian Bible. So it goes into saying that this Christian church, like I was saying, all this shit has got you locked down and fucked up in the mind. And even when we become Afrocentric in consciousness, we just change the damn deities, but we still look at them with a Judeo-Christian and even Islamic view. Because there's also an esoteric Islam, and that shit'll bound down to our lives bullshit to another form of slavery. Like Dr. Ben said, you jumping from the pot to the goddamn frying pan. Either way, you're going to get burnt anyway. Because there's always the esoteric counterpart. There's Sufism, which is the real shit. And Islam comes from some Persian shit called Ismailianism. You see what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about that because, see, that's the shit that they got up in Princeton that they hide from your ass. But if you go to Barnes & Noble, or if you can order them and look at the Ernos papers, they call the books put out, edited by Joseph Campbell. They call it Ernos papers. And one of the writers is dealing with the real Sufism. It's called Henry Corbin, if you want to get real Sufism. And there's a whole shit on there on Ismailianism, and that's where Islam comes from.
We shall take